Hello guys, today I'd like to show you what I eat in a day on intermittent fasting. I started IF about 3 weeks ago just to experiment and see how it's gonna work out for me, and as for now, I like it a lot. I start eating at about 12 PM and usually I'm already after a workout. At this point I'm pretty hungry, so I like to start with the sweet, juicy fruits that are now in season, such as nectarines, watermelons, or a honeydew melon which I had that day. That's the quickest way to replenish the glucose in your muscles. Right after I finish the fruit, I prepare a protein shake. I'm using 3 nice and ripe bananas with 60 grams of pea and hemp protein in 2:1 proportions. This shake satisfies my hunger for a while, but not for long. After 1.5 hours, I'm having my first solid big meal. I used to have an oatmeal, but recently I swapped it for millet. It goes well with raisins or other dried fruit, but it digests better in my case. I had it with prunes, cacao powder and ground flaxseed. Recently I have bought a pressure cooker and it is such a great appliance. Everything cooks 3 times faster and has better texture than cooked regularly. So I just cook the millet for 5 or 6 minutes, then let it cool off and mix with other ingredients. Quick and simple, just as everything I eat. I like to use the time while eating for reading or watching something on the internet. Multitasking for the win. Next meal is about 2 hours later. It's my usual snack, apples with peanut butter. If you have watched any of my last few food videos, then you probably know this combination by now. It's just so simple and tasty. The last meal of the day is my biggest one, as I'm not gonna eat anything for the next 18 hours or so. There's quite a few ingredients to this dinner, but as simple as always. I just cook sweet potatoes in pressure cooker and quinoa in a regular pot to be able to put a metal strainer with kale on top of it. I put green olives, black sesame seed and walnuts on top of it and done. Nutritious and simple. That's the main goal of my diet. I love good tasting food, but it's not my priority. Besides, it's not like what I eat doesn't taste good. Obviously I like the pizza or cookies more, but you gotta do what you gotta do to stay in shape. I have just finished my last meal of the day and it's about 6:20, so that makes exactly 6 hours since I had breakfast. I have a hard time eating enough in 6 hours, and I think I'd like to go even further to 5 or 4 hours. If there's anyone experienced in intermittent fasting, then please tell me, how do you get all this food into you? I've noticed that I don't have a problem with not eating, but I do have a problem with eating enough in such a small window. I try to eat as much as possible, but I already lost a few kilos of weight. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. If you need help with calisthenics, would like to learn skills like human flag, front lever or planche, or you're a beginner and could use a guidance, then check out my Patreon page for details. If you like my videos, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks and see you next time.